Good morning, everybody. Please log in. Good morning, class. Log in, please. Good morning. Yeah, Pavan. Good morning. Harsha, good morning. Shruti, good morning. Tejashri, good morning. Isan, good morning. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Everybody, good morning. Priya, good morning. Anil Kumar, good morning. Alicia, good morning. Vidyashri, good morning. Vidyashri, call me after class. Want to talk to you. Ismail, good morning. Vinod, good morning. Rachana, good morning. Satya, Nandish, Likit, Shailaja, good morning. Kiran Kumar, good morning. It's 9 o'clock. Sandeep, good morning. There are only 20 online. Someone missed the boat? Yeah, Chaitanya, good morning. Umesh, good morning. Shrikanta, good morning. Tell others to log in quickly, man. Okay. Anuradha, good morning. Harshita, good morning. Sahana, good morning. Marwa, good morning. Sahana, good morning. Yes, only 30 of you are there. Do I start or do I wait, guys? Karthik, good morning. Madan, good morning. Sagar, good morning. Bhumi, good morning. Yeah, can we start? Hemant, good morning. Please wait. Sure, I'll wait. Ari, good morning. Yeah, I know, only 35. Very good morning, Hemant. Happy morning to all of you. Just 38 people have joined, man. It's 9:03 already. Tell them to join now. Tell your friends to join. Kavya, good morning. Sandhya, good morning. Ramya, good morning. How's everyone today? Hope you're all hale and hearty. Yeah. Deepthi, good morning. Zabiullah, good morning. Dhanlakshmi, good morning. Yeah, man, do we start? 42 people. Virish, good morning. Do we start? Why everybody is late today? Shall we start class? What do you say? Yeah. See, yesterday I taught you normal distribution and I taught you the curve. Manvika, good morning. Kavya, good morning. Ruben, good morning. Banadesh, good morning. Jairam, good morning. Ravina. Okay. Well, as you said, my class is recorded. They can always go back and see. Yes, we'll start. See, yesterday I taught you about normal distribution. I taught you the curve, and I told you that the entire Sandhya, yes, the entire curve. Who is this man? I cannot read your name. Anyway, good morning. So, entire curve, the area is 1. So when we cut the curve in the middle with the x bar, which is the one center line which touches the baseline, says Mohammed, good morning. That center line, the x bar, the mode, and the medium is same. All right, or you can say the x bar is equivalent to, or the mean is equivalent to the mode. Good morning, Bhagya. Mean is equivalent to the mode and the median. So, the highest point of the curve, you will find the mean, mode, and median. Hi, Arun. Good morning. Now, the whole curve, if I fold it into half, just fold one part into the other, the half of it will be area will also be half. Half means 0.5. As someone pointed out, 0.500. I will use it. Prashant, good morning. All right, I will do it as 0.500 because the table value comes in 4 decimal numbers. After the decimal, 4 numbers it appears. So we also give 0.5000. Harish, good morning. Okay. So now today, I taught you how to use the table. Keep the table ready because I find it difficult to look at the table and all that. You all have to give me, and I will also know that you are following. At any time in my class, if you feel that my voice is not audible, or there is some noise in the background, or you cannot see me, or you cannot see my papers, please write there. Okay. Someone cannot find the login, it seems. Yes, Sanju, thank you. Send him the login, ma, please. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we have 54 people. Today, what we are going to do is, see, yesterday I told you we had the curve, isn't it? Now we had the curve, and the base of the curve, there was a line, and we were finding out for that line. Now that line, was like a number line. Previously, I told you the bell curve, not bill. Zabiullah, it's a bell, Bell. In Kannada, it is gante. Bell that you shake, no? It's a bell-shaped curve. All right, it's a bell, not bill. Bill means what you get, no, when you pay something in the shop, you get a bill. That is a bill, Bill. This is a bell, Bell. It is a bell shaped curve. In the temples and everywhere you ring a bell, no, teachers ring a bell in school and all that, small bell they'll keep, no. That's the bell shaped curve. Okay, now see, you had a baseline, and on the baseline I told you we measure the area of the curve by means of sigma, x bar plus or minus 1 sigma. Yes, Karthik, good morning. 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma, like that. But yesterday I taught you, I was telling you z is equal to so much, etc. Now you all have understood that when I say z, it is the values given in the table. I repeat, when I said in the normal distribution curve, z is equal to so much means the z values are all found in the table of normal distribution. Is that clear? Z values are found in the table of normal distribution. Today, I am going to do this formula. See this formula? Copy down. This formula is, before you copy down, write down, to convert the normal curve, write down, to convert, good morning Kokila, to convert the normal curve into a standard normal curve. I repeat, to convert the normal curve into a standard normal curve, we use the following formula. See, now you go back to what you wrote and write. See, read that. To convert the normal curve, in brackets there you put x values, capital X. You see here, x here, this x values, capital X values. To convert the normal curve, in brackets you put x values into the standard normal curve you wrote, no? After you wrote standard normal curve, in brackets you put z values, the z that you see here, z is equal to that one. We use the following formula. We use the following formula. Wait, copied. X minus x bar divided by sigma. X minus x bar divided by sigma. Now you can see the z values are what you get in the table. These z values, I reiterate, what you get in the table. And these x values are what you get in the problem. X values will be given in the problem. When they ask you what is equal, what is this or that, that is the x value. Good morning, Bharatwaj. Yeah, okay. X value. Also in the problem will be given to you x bar and standard deviation. X bar and standard deviation. Okay. Sometimes instead of giving standard deviation, they will give you variance. VARIANCE. Variance is equal to root over standard deviation. Variance is equal to root over standard deviation, or, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry class. Variance is equal to standard deviation squared. I'll write and show you. Sorry. is equal to standard deviation squared or sigma squared. Sigma is equal to root over variance. Copy this. So I repeat, sigma is root over variance, or variance is standard deviation squared or sigma squared. Good morning, Murthy. Thank you. Badrish, good morning. Yatish, good morning. All clear? Good morning, ma'am. Okay, all of you, I hope you all are cheerful this morning. So, today I'm going to do a couple of problems where you have to convert x to z and work out. All clear? Okay, good morning. Now, the first problem is like this. In a base camp, BASE, base camp, there are 350 soldiers. There are 350 soldiers. In a base camp, there are 350 soldiers. If the average height of the soldiers is 5 feet, if the average, there are 350 soldiers, if the average height of the soldiers is 5 feet, with a variance of 16 inches, sorry, wait, yes, with a variance of 16 inches, with a variance of 16 inches. Okay. Now what do you have here in this? You have to, now I'll give you the questions. Okay. Now you have x bar and you have sigma. Okay. Variance means sigma squared. If you find the root of this, you'll get the sigma. So in this formula, you have x bar, you have variance. Now when I ask you a question, that question, how much is this, how much is that, that becomes x. All right. When I ask you who is taller than this and all, that becomes x. I repeat, in this formula, we have to find z. For z, I already gave you x bar and I gave you sigma. So when I ask you a question, what is this, what is that, that becomes the mysterious x. Now here, I repeat, in this problem, you have to write like this. Solution. Wait, before the solution, I'll give you the questions. Ready? How many soldiers are A, taller than 69 inches. See how to write inches, you know, no? To put two marks like this. Huh? How many soldiers are taller than 69 inches? Okay? B, shorter than shorter than 53 inches. Good morning, Harish. How are you? Shorter than 53. Shailija, hi. Shorter than 53 inches. And see between 58 inches and 65 inches tall. I've given all the three here. You copy. Taller than 69 inches, shorter than 53 inches, between 58 and 65 inches tall. Taller than 69 inches, shorter than 53 inches, between 58 and 65 inches tall. Yeah? Shall we start? Solution. Write solution. In the solution, first of all, you write here 350 soldiers. 350 soldiers. X bar is equal to 5 feet, or everything else is asked in inches. You see, all this is asked in inches. Only X bar is given as feet. So how many inches is 5 feet? 5 into 12 is equal to 60 inches. X bar will become 5 into 12 inches is equal to 60 inches. This one. Now you write here sigma. Sigma squared is equal to 16. Yeah, sigma variance means sigma squared. So sigma squared is equal to 16. Sigma is equal to root over 16. Sigma is equal to root over, wait, I'll show you. Okay, now we will do the problem. As I told you, for every normal distribution problem, you have to draw a diagram. Alright? So first, for the first one, A, draw a normal diagram, draw a normal distribution diagram curve. Draw the curve. After drawing the curve, you put the center line which denotes X bar, mean and median. But here we will call, because it is Z, we are using Z. So it is the standard normal curve. So here we will use 0. Alright. Now the first question was taller than 69. See, taller than is always on the right side. Okay. So first, we don't know what is 69? 69 is x. We have to find out z first. Alright? So our z will be equal to x minus x bar divided by sigma. It will be equal to, your x here is 69 minus your x bar is 60 divided by 4. So you have to do 9 divided by 69 minus 60 divided by 4. That is 9 divided by 4. How much is 9 divided by 4? Please work out. 4 goes twice. Point. In 1, in 10 it goes twice. Then 2 carry 2.25. Is 2.25 correct? Is equal to 2.25. Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I feel nice to see that you all are following. Excellent. Thanks, Harshita, Bandesh, then Lakshmi, Anuradha. Thanks a lot. Okay. Now you have to mark this 2.25. Yes, Kavya. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Anuradha, everybody. Now you have to mark this 2.25 on the curve. 2.25 you got positive. So when it is positive, it has to come on the right side. So I am marking here 2.25. Two 2.25 is positive, so I am marking it on the right side. Okay. Now the question is taller than. So when it is taller than, it is greater than. So anything to the right of 2.25 is the required area. We talk in, yes, thanks everybody. So we talk in terms of the required area. Which is our required area? Taller than, greater than. So anything above 2 and 2.25, anything greater. So I'm going to shade that part of the curve. I'll show you. I want all of you to follow me and do the curve like this. Be very clear. As I told you, in digital evaluation, you have to be very, very careful. See, this is the required part of the curve. Right? I'll show it for a minute. Okay. Now, I want you to use your normal table. I will not do. You have to do because I know that you're following me. So, what is the corresponding, right? Write down below this. As per the table, as per the table, the values corresponding to, I repeat, as per the table, the values corresponding to z is equal to 2.25. I repeat, as per the table, the values corresponding to z is equal to 2.25 is, now you tell me, in the normal table, what is the value that you find for 2.25? Yes, give me the values for 2.25 in the normal distribution table. Zero 0.4878. Thank you. Now you see this class, please follow. See the arrow I have shown, this arrow. Always the table value you get is from 0 to that number. Okay? 0 to, yes Sandhya, 0 to that number. So 0 to 0 to 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 2.25 is 0.4878. Good man, good. Okay? So we want the area beyond that, beyond 2.25. The whole area from 0 to the end is 0.5. Okay. So, and we know that that little area is 0.48. See, it is like this class. From 0 to 2.25 it is 0.4878. From 0 to the whole area is half, 0.5. So when we minus the area, this area, to get the rest of the area, so we'll get 0.5 minus 0.4878. So the required area is very good, Danu. Bhumi, just check. Yeah, it is 0.0122. Okay, Harshita, yes, correct, correct. Sandhya, correct. Okay, yeah. So the required area is 0.1, 0.00122. How many soldiers are there? 350 soldiers. Okay. Now this one you should say as 1.22%. So you must write there. The required area in the curve is 0.0122. Correct, correct, all of you. Yes, 0.0122. Yes, Tipti. Okay, 0. Or 1.22%. Tanusha, wait 1 minute. You're right. 1.22%. Now 1.22% of what? 350. So I repeat class. The required area is 0.0122 or 1.22% of 350. So you have to do 1.22 into 350 divided by 100, isn't it? I'll write it again, once again. It is 1.22% of 350, which means 1.22 into 350 divided by 100 is equal to how much? You must tell me. 4.27. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Sandhya, Harshita, everybody. Anuradha, yes. Now, 0.27% cannot be done, isn't it? When you're talking about people, never mind. See, when usually I say round off, it is if it is above zero point 0.5, isn't it? If it is above zero point 0.5, round off, I'll say. But when it is a person, we cannot discount 0.27 and say you can't round off and make it 4. So when it is a person, you round off to the other, even if it 0.01 or 0.2, 4.2 or something like that, like 4.1 or 4.02. Even if you get something above 4, you round off to 5 because it is people. So 5 soldiers are taller than 69 inches. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Next one I asked you, shorter than 53 inches. So B, we will have like this, Z is equal to 53 minus, what was our X bar? 60 divided by 4. Now we are looking at shorter than. 53 minus 60 divided by 4. 60 is our mean, 4 is our standard deviation. Bhumi, I already explained 3-4 times why it is 5. Please, when you are free, rewind and see. Okay, so what is the answer? 1.75, Harshita? 1.75. Is it plus or minus, Harshita? It is minus, isn't it? Yeah, it is correct. Great. It is minus 1.75. Ravina, correct. Anuradha, your values are correct, but it is a minus. It is very important. Shailaja, Bandesh, all correct. It is minus 1.75. Yes, Bhumi, negative. So now we have to draw the curve. All of you, very good, very good. Yes, Harshada. Draw the curve. This is my curve, and in the middle I'm drawing the 0. Now 1.75 is negative, it is on the left side. I have marked 1.75 on the left side. Now we are looking at shorter than, so anything less than that. So this is, the required area I will shade. Yes, Mohammed, correct. This is the required area. To the left of 1.75 minus 1.75. All right, everybody. Okay, now write down. As per the table, as per the table, my hands are full of ink, man. I was writing that, see, all ink. I was writing. I got up early and I was writing. So, sorry about my fingers. Okay, here. Now, write down. As per the table, you can say as per the normal distribution table. Okay? As per the normal distribution table. Thanks, Dhanush. The values of 1.75 are 0.4599. Wait. Therefore, look at this. Therefore, the required area is, therefore the required area is 0.50 divided by 0.4599 is equal to 0.0401. The required area is this one. Yes, Sandhya, correct. Or 4.01% or 4.01% of 350. Again, you do it. Please do it. 4.01 into 350 divided by 100. 4.01 into 350 divided by 100. What is the answer you get? 14.03 or 15 soldiers or 15. See, I've written very small. I hope you can see. As I told you before, when it is people, even if you get small decimal, you have to round off to the next the curve. So here you are. Wait, one second, I'll hold properly. Can you see? 14.03 or 04 or 15, round off to the others. I told you, whenever you get even a small, exactly Tanusha, very good. Or 15 soldiers are shorter than how much? 53 inches. 15 soldiers are shorter than 53 inches. I hope all of you can see. I'll hold it for a minute. Yes, correct, Zabula. Okay. So now the third one. Here I have given you between this and that value. So you have to calculate two z's. Okay. So we'll calculate. It says between 58 and 65. So I'll calculate z1. All of you ready? We'll calculate C. So in C, the first one, Z1 is equal to 58 minus 60, isn't it? 60 divided by 4 is equal to, we'll get 0.5, I think. Is this correct? (58) minus 60 is 2. 2 by 4 is half, or 0.5. Yes, thanks. Thanks. It is minus 0.5. Excellent. Minus 0.5. Perfect. Yes. Yes. All of you. Very good. Very good. Minus, ma'am. Yes. Yes. I purposely did, man. Meena, yes. Yes. How will you all catch up otherwise? Yeah? So when you do your exams, you will never forget that you have to be careful about negative or positive. I do some things purposely. Okay? Last time, who reminded you? Okay? Okay, good. Okay, next one. We have to do Z2 is equal to, what is the other one? 58 and 65. So 65 minus 60 divided by 4 is equal to, what do you get? 5 by 4. In 5, 4 goes once. In 10, it goes 2 times. I think 1.25. See if this is correct. Yes, Likit. Bhumi, correct. Beautiful. Very good. Meena, yes, yes, yes. Sandhya, Alisha, Ravina, Nandesh, yes, yes. Chaitanya, Kavya, very good. Banadesh, correct, correct. Very good. I'm very happy when you catch up. Okay. Now we draw the curve. Okay. Yes. Thank you. I get full marks. Thanks, Shailaja. Vijayashri? Yes, yes. I get 100 on 100 from you all. Okay, one second, Sandhya, wait. Okay, now we draw the curve. Now this curve is very important because it's the first problem you're doing regarding like this. Okay, so here we are, I'm drawing the curve. Please all of you draw the curve. And then I mark the 0, never forget to mark the 0. See, I've drawn the curve and I have marked the 0 first. Now, I have to mark two numbers. One is 0.5 negative on the left. I'm not making a little, proportionately I'm not marking because I need space to write in the curve. So, though 0.5 should come near the 0, I'll write it little far only. Minus 0.5. And then on the right side, even that one I'll write little far only. 1.25. And our required area will be all of it. Wait, I'll draw and show you, then it will be very clear. So, the shaded area is the required area. So, we have to find area from 0 to 1.25 and then 0 to zero point 0.5. Ignore the negative when you do the area. Good morning, Shri. Yeah, good morning, Shri. So add up both the areas. Now first you tell me, everybody, as per the table, the values corresponding to 0.5 are, what are the values for 0.5? In the table? See, the negative is only necessary till you mark the normal distribution curve. After that, you don't have to worry about the negative. Okay? Area can never be negative. Okay. 0.5 is, thanks Alisha, 1915. Okay. Write down next line. Values as per the table, just put dittos. The values corresponding to, yes, Bandesh, Rachana, good. Values corresponding to 1.25 are values corresponding to 1.25 are, yes, Alisha, 0.3944. Therefore, the required area is it is 0.5859. Yes, Likit, correct. Anil, correct. So, we want both these areas, okay, between this one and this one. So, both the areas we add. Very good, Tanusha, correct. Or 58.59% of soldiers, correct, Isan, Ravina, Anuradha, all correct. Or 58.59% of soldiers, okay, you make it 58.59 into 350 divided by 100, 58.59 into 350 divided by 100, is equal to, yes, 205.06. Thanks, Bhumi. Or, Bhumi, as I said, 206. When there is even a small percentage, we cannot ignore because it is persons. Okay? So, 206 or 206 soldiers correct, Kavya. Very good. Very good. Yes. 205.06 or Isan, make it the higher one. 0.06 can mean one hand of one soldier or one head. Just joking. Correct, correct, Banadesh. 205 point. Yes, Banadesh, correct. Here, watch what I have done. Or 206 soldiers. Write down. Therefore, 206 soldiers have a height have a height between have a height between 58 inches and 65 inches. I'll show you the whole thing again. This is the whole thing. Everybody understood? Shall I do another problem? We'll do one more problem. Yes. Yes. Never mind. If it is 0.7, 0.6, no problem. Okay, just give the other thing. See, for when you want to put it in decimal only, no, then this 0.06 or 0.07 matters. Even when you add in a column, no, because everyone doesn't get the same answer if you don't this thing. So, but when it is, we're just adding to the next one, whether it is 0.06 or 0.07 doesn't matter much. Though, yes, of course, it does matter when, Okay. All done? Shall we do another problem? What did I divide? I didn't divide anything. I did same way, Ismail. Ismail, I've done the same method. I don't understand what you're asking. See, Ismail, you try and ask your friends. If you still don't understand, you can call me. I will explain. Okay? You phone me. Give me a WhatsApp call. I will explain. Try and understand. You renew my video and you try and see. And still, if you want to ask your friends, if you can't, you just phone me. I will explain. Okay? Now I cannot go back and explain everything. We don't have much time. I'll do another sum and then I hope when I do the other sum you may understand. Alright? This correctly we have done. Okay, next one. Write down. In a certain company, every day, yes, Isan. In a certain company, every day, 500 piston rings, PISTON, piston rings are manufactured. Okay? Ready? The average diameter, diameter, the average diameter of the piston rings is 12 centimeters. Is 12 cm. Okay? With a variance of 4 cm. with a variance of 4 cm. Okay? Sandhya, your messages are coming late. Maybe your internet is a little slow. Yeah? Okay. So I told you, I repeat, in a certain factory or company, 500 piston rings are manufactured every day. The average diameter of the rings is 12 cm with a variance of 4 cm. Okay? How many piston rings will have a diameter of greater than 15 cm? I repeat, how many piston rings I have not said divided. If I said divided, it must have been a mistake, when saying. Okay? What I have done, I've done properly. Please go back and see. If I said divided, maybe by mistake I said. Okay? Now, don't go back, please. Deepthi, this is not the time. It's an online class. You can always go back and see. I've done perfectly. Do not distract the class like this. You just follow the flow. You cannot swim against the tide when it's online and so many are watching. Please, okay? Understand. Now, because I'll lose my thread of thought. Right. What did I say? Yeah. How many piston rings are greater than 15 cm 15 cm greater than 15 cm in diameter? 15 cm in diameter. Just remember, I may be friendly, but I'm not your friend. You're not here to point out my mistakes. You're here to learn. Okay? How many piston rings are greater than 15 cm in diameter? B. How many piston rings are lesser than 8 cm in diameter? B. How many piston rings are lesser than 8 cm in diameter? Okay? C. If another company is willing to buy if another company, okay, 1 minute, I repeat, if another company is willing to buy piston rings it's okay, Deepthi. It's okay. Okay? I'm not upset. I'm just trying to, because we have to go with the flow of the class. That's all. Okay? I love all of you. Don't worry. And I don't take it to heart. Okay, but the class gets distracted, that's all. We don't have time, so it's already 10:03, and I cannot overstep because someone else has a class, right? If it is in the offline, then I can say, wait a minute, I have not finished. But here I cannot do that. They will log in and say, where are my students? Isn't it? Okay, now let's go on. I repeat, if another company is willing to buy piston rings with diameter between 11 cm and 14 cm, if another company is willing to buy piston rings with diameter between 11 cm and 14 cm, how many piston rings per day can be sold to this company? How many piston rings per day can be sold to this company? Okay, are you all ready? So here we are. The first one is A. We want piston rings with a diameter greater than 15 cm. So for us, our x will be, I'll write here, x will be greater than 15 cm. What you have to write is, when you write solution, you have to write all this. Okay, your valuer will see that you have written. You must write x bar, then you must write sigma squared variance, write this and find the variance. Please write this. Okay, so we will do the Z. Alright, Z equal to 15 minus 12 divided by 2. That will be 15 minus 12 is 3. 3 by 2 is equal to 2 goes in 3 ones. In 1 it goes 5 times, 1.50. Yes, Alisha, excellent ma. So 1 minute, draw the curve. Okay, Alisha, all of us will draw the curve first. Thank you, that's nice. Okay, very good. Draw the curve first. One 1.5, then it is larger than 1.5, isn't it, or greater than 1.5? So it is the remaining 0.4332, is it? Once again, so naturally we minus 4332 from 0.5. 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 3 is 6, 0. We have 500 pistons. Everybody understood? Just give me a thumbs up. I said 500 pistons, no?